Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
Hello guys, welcome back to another beer review. I am beyond stoked tonight to finally review a beer from The Answer, Richmond, Virginia. I've only ever reviewed collab beers that they've done. I did Raining Threes. They did that with Other Half, and then The Answer did a couple collabs with Monkish. One was Under City Lights, and then the other one was Red Beans and Rice. Didn't miss her. So those were awesome. But I'm finally getting to try something from their Brewpub, courtesy of my man Matt. And Matt, I cannot thank you enough for sharing these beers. So this is Brian Henry Popsicle. And what this is a 3.5%. I love that. Popsicle Goza, it says, with passion fruit and raspberries. So who's the owner and head brewer at The Answer, does what they call ondels, which is basically, he has a Randall system. He does push throughs with fruit and other adjuncts too with stouts, but he basically takes a Goza and does these things with all these different fruits. So there's actual, I think there's actual fruit puree in these beers, which is crazy. If you guys follow my channel, you know I'm a huge fan of fruited sours. I love fruited beers, and I've just heard nothing but good things about these beers. So I love me some fruited beers. I love me some low ABV, 3.5%. Like, this is the same amount of alcohol as like a Coors Light. So that's huge. So yeah, let's get into this one. I also have to thank Matt. This glassware that The Answer did. This is Little Mac and Glass Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. You guys see, I mean, you watch my reviews, I sit in a garage full of arcade games. Retro gaming is huge for me. And just quick backstory about Punch-Out, right there. When I was, I think 5, we lived in San Jose. There was a convenience store, like a 7-Eleven down the street from us. And I would go with my dad. Convenience stores used to have arcade games in them. You didn't even have to like buy anything. You could just go in with quarters and play games. So as a 5-year-old, my very first memories of video games was Punch-Out and Paperboy. My dad played both of them and loved both those games. So when I started collecting these things, I absolutely had to have both of those. And I was fortunate enough to get them. So I remember on my 8th birthday opening my Mike Tyson's Punch-Out for the NES. So I'm a huge fan of all things retro gaming. This glassware is amazing. Matt, you're amazing. So let's get into this one. This glass, it's super tall and skinny, which is really cool, but I don't know how the hell I'm gonna pour a crowler into this. So this was filled on March 20th, it says, per this little sticker. So today's April 13th. And that just went everywhere. So I'm gonna try and, this is filled up to the top. I'm gonna try and pour this away from, actually it's not gonna spill too much, I don't think. It's gonna spill quite a bit, but whatever. The color of this is amazing. Wait till you guys see it. And we spilled some. So yeah, 3.5%. Gozas are cool. They're usually, I mean, they're tart, but they're not super sour, but there's some good like salinity to them. They're usually pretty salty. So yeah, holy shit. That looks like, I mean, it looks like I just washed this glass out, damn it. There's bubbles. Hold on a second. See if we can do this. How's that sound on the microphone? Whatever. Yeah, look at that. I mean, it looks like a freaking, it looks like a glass of Capri Sun High C. Finger of like it's like a pink kind of almost magenta head, but yeah, that looks amazing. Glassware, are you fucking kidding me? That looks so sick. So, what did we say this has? Passion fruit and raspberry. So, let's go ahead and shove our nose in this one. Yeah, so this smells, it smells like Kool-Aid. It smells like passion fruit and it smells like raspberries. It doesn't smell tart, it doesn't smell sour, it's a Goza. So it's got that kind of little salty thing. But it smells like a basket of fresh raspberries. I'm not 100% familiar with passion fruit. I equate passion fruit to like juice boxes I used to drink as a kid. It smells like that. I mean, this is 3.5%. It doesn't smell like a beer at all. It almost smells like a sort of like a wine cooler. But yeah, I feel like I'm smelling Kool-Aid. This is crazy. Yeah, but it's got that awesome like saltiness to it that you get from Gozas. Yeah, I mean, it smells like a juice box. So let's go ahead and taste it, Matt. Cheers. Thank you, sir. It, it fucking tastes like high C. It's like Hawaiian Punch. That is not beer. That's crazy. There's a little bit of tartness on the finish of that that's awesome. I think that's a little bit of like the fruit tartness though. And there's a little bit of like that salinity, that saltiness that you get from Gozes. I mean, I could fucking chug this entire thing right now on camera. My wife is going to love this. I seriously want to take ice and mix this like with vodka. That is, it tastes like a mixer. This is insane. It's just, like, you can't prepare yourself for what you taste with this. It doesn't taste like beer at all. I mean, that is so crazy. It does, it tastes like a popsicle. It's so awesome. I don't, like, how do you grade something like this? This is unlike any beer I've ever had. We joked about when we were in Reno, like the one beer, it was a tart blonde with raspberries. That tasted more like a Radler I mentioned. This literally tastes like a fucking Capri Sun. It's so awesome. It's 3.5%. Like, you can drink a whole crowler of this and not feel bad about it. Even as I've it's warmed up a little bit, there's a little bit more tartness coming out. It's not sour, but it's definitely tart. Think something like, what's the chewy candy? Not Airheads. Almost sweet tarts, but not sweet, not sour like that. Kind of like that though. This is crazy. I love this. It's delicious. I don't know what to grade this though. It's not a sour, it's not, I mean, do you make like your own ratings for like popsicle style beers? I would drink 100 of these. Summertime, like, are you kidding me? This would be one of the best beers ever. This is insane. I mean, again, I don't know how to grade this though. If we're grading it as a popsicle beer, this is the first one I've ever had. I mean, would this set the bar for everything else? Maybe. I don't know. It's an A+. I don't know a numeric score to give it, like 98. It's fucking awesome. This is so good. I love it. I don't know who Brian Henry is. I think On names beers after people that he knows. So Brian Henry must be a cool dude. So, yeah. That's Brian Henry Popsicle from The Answer. I'm going 98. It is fan-freaking-tastic. So Matt, you're the best. I love you so much. Thanks for sending that. I've got some more of these to review. We'll do like a little answer week on the channel. So yeah, I'm gonna go share this with my wife. She's gonna love it. So if you guys have had any popsicle beers, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these